Yo, what's going on, guys? Ankit here. Welcome back to the channel. Alright, if you've read the title of this video, you already know that, well, maybe you don't know exactly, so I'll just go ahead and tell you. I died twice in this war. Just a bit of context, I was just having a bit of a bad day that day. And there were like a few things going on in my personal life. It has never happened before, where these things took my mind off the game, for instance. So yeah, I ended up dying. I told the officers, they were pretty, I mean, of course it's bad that I died, I do feel bad about it, but they were pretty understanding, because they know, like, yeah, things happen like this. The alliance as a whole was also kind of having a bad day, but the good thing was that we ended up winning it, so, you know, that's what mattered. Right off the bat, you saw us take a Manthing, and I used Torch. It was pretty quick, pretty easy fight. You know, with the pre-fight, you just nuke him pretty quickly. And then we took Nick Fury over here, and I learned from my previous match that I have to knock him down at some point over here before I get to my SP3. Nope, I didn't learn. Maybe I knock him down the next time, because right now I don't really have any temperature, so the powers that I have, they aren't really going to do as much damage. So somewhere over here, I'm pretty sure I go for a knockdown. Yep, I'm pretty sure right over there I knock him down, and then I do my SP3. And I think this does quite a lot of damage. Oh, by the ways, I have Kitty, I don't have Tigra, I have Torch, and I have my rank 4 Punisher 2099. So firstly, I'm gonna leave a link down below to the other Punisher video where I take down Punisher where I take down rank 4 Gallon on Conflictor using Punisher 2099, and I have another fight with him, which is going to be in a bit. But before we get to that fight, I die in the next fight. So I don't know if you can see, I don't think you saw it, but I boosted 15, so okay, you see there, I boosted 15% HP and 10% attack, but I actually thought that they were 15% attack and 20% HP, because it has happened to me before as well, where Kabam actually switches the place where they are. So instead of being 10, 15, 20% attack, it was 15, 10, 20%. And I didn't really pay attention to it. It has actually happened twice, but one time I caught it and the other time I didn't. So, you know, it's going well until here. I'm not too worried about this. I know he's running Mystic Dispersion. I did manage to get my pre-fight, like not my pre-fight, but I did manage to get Nova Flames. And right over here, I just go ahead and dex, and I'm like, you know, I'll just take the degen damage. It doesn't matter too much. And most of the time, I don't really pay attention to his prompts. Like, I don't pay attention to his haters. So you see he has 3 of them. But I think that is the reason why I kind of die. So even until here, you know, things were looking fine. And then here, I just go ahead and block it. I don't dex. Like, I block 3 hits. I blocked the 2 big hits. And that's kind of what actually let my health drop so much. And then over here, I was just going back for no reason. I should have just dropped my SP3 immediately, because the Fury, Ebb and Flow, Knockdown Fury, that Fury was ticking. I was wasting time on it. If I had thrown this SP3 a bit earlier, I think it would have been far better. And then here I should have punished his SP1 with my heavy attack, but I don't. And I kind of get wrecked over there. So I just talked to the officer. I told him what happened. I told him that I was having a bad day. And he was like, yeah, I almost had it. But yeah, we decided that from next time onwards, we're not gonna let Torch take any how do we say, dicey or any fights that are a little bit tough for him without the pre-fight, because you know, if I had pre-fight over there, he would have been dead. But yeah, things happen, and things happen again. So back-to-back death, unfortunately, this time with Kitty Pryde. Yeah, like I mentioned, I mean, I just wasn't having a good day. In hindsight, I think I should have used Torch over here, because you know, I think two of his attacks are energy attacks, and then I can just block his SP1 beam attacks, so that wouldn't really be an issue. And Nova kind of also gets like a lot of power. We all know how he does that. He has that energize, and he also has that dash in mechanic where he gains power. So you know, things are going fine. I'm trying to get the intercept, but he just isn't playing ball, and he's always constantly auto blocking my intercept. So you know, that's where Tigra would have helped me if I had her. But there I managed to get an intercept, and then I throw my SP2, and I totally forget that he actually reduces attack by quite a lot if you are unblockable. I mean, I knew it that he does that, but you know, just like I mentioned, due to some of the personal things that were going on, it just wasn't in my head at that time. If it was, I would have gone for SP3 instead of SP2, and then I would have followed it up with an SP3. Oh, sorry, an SP2. And then at some point over here, he really gets stingy. I don't know if it's over here, or it's the next part. But here, of course, he was going to auto block, and I saw that coming. And then here again, I do the same mistake. But right over here, he's going to gain his SP3, so he's just not going to throw his special attack. And I don't have any invul boost. And I'm like, come on, dude, just throw your attack. I was hoping that I would parry him one more time. I think I should have just gone in and kind of attacked him, but yeah. So of course I don't die over here, but then the follow-up, because I'm panicking at this point, he auto blocks me, and then I just like forgot that he actually has his max auto block charges. So I get wrecked twice in a row. Really pissed off about this. I just decided that, okay, I'm just gonna finish him off with Torch because he has those energy attacks. I'm not gonna heal up Kitty. I'm not gonna revive her because I don't really need her for any other fights. And you can see me, I'm contemplating if I should go for a Punisher, but I decided that Torch is definitely the better option without a doubt. And yeah, so we take him down with Torch. I think the play next time would be Torch if I see a Nova, unless I have Kitty. I don't think I'm going to use Kitty over here actually because of the damage that he reduces. So you can see right over there I block, and that's pretty awesome. I get the Fury, amazing. And I don't know if I trigger. Here I kind of make the same, well, not the same mistake, but you know, I push him to SP2. I just got to be careful that, you know, he may decide to be passive, and I don't, and I might push him to SP3 again. But at this point, I have him in the corner, and I know that I just got this fight down. I just got to get one more intercept, and there I get lucky. He didn't punish me that bad. And let's see if I get that intercept. I think I think I should just go for SP3 here. Yeah, and that should finish it off. So that was a sloppy Nova fight, and yeah, I had another fight before I went. No, I think I have 2 more fights before I go to bed. I got this Iron Doom, and I was practicing this guy, so this fight went really well for me. I get my overdrive. I don't give him any power. I think for the next time I see him over here, I'm just gonna pop a power start 1 so I can even armor break him. I don't think that's as necessary because he's just gonna shrug it off. But you know, at least I reduce his damage, or at least I reduce his tankiness for a while, for like 10-15 seconds or whatever. So over here, the game plan is just, you know, hit him, intercept him a lot. But at one point, I do get intercepted myself, and that's where things got a little bit dicey. But yeah, as you can see, like, Punisher is doing quite well over here. It's just that he is quite tanky due to that armor up. Otherwise, Punisher would be hitting quite a lot more. So I think in a bit I'm gonna get intercepted. Let's see where it is. I think it's somewhere over here. Nope. Let's see. I think it's right over here. Yep. And those two hits, like, they both crit. That's why that did so much damage. Those two hits took out like 50% of my health. And then over here he entered into his regen mode, which I blocked, of course. His regen is actually quite a bit. It shouldn't be that much. I don't think the regen, I don't think the regen is supposed to be amplified by I don't think the regen is supposed to be amplified by the node. I might be wrong on that. But yeah, we armor broke him over there, and then I go for my SP1. I'm just blocking all of his specials. I just want to be careful. Then at some point over here, I just hold block. I just want to make sure he doesn't throw any special attacks, because I know that I think with SP1 he gets his aura of iron. That's a tough word to say. So I know by his SP1 he gets aura of iron and he goes unblockable somehow, but I just want to make sure that I don't really trigger any unblockables or anything. So again, this is the first time I'm bringing Punisher 2099 into war, and it's just a learning experience. It's just something that I need to be a bit more careful about from next time onwards. How do I play? But overall, you know, he's a pretty good option for this Iron Doom. You don't really give him any power, so you don't really have to worry too much about his unblockable thingy. And at the same time, what was I gonna say? Yeah, and at the same time, he won't. I totally forgot what I was gonna say, so I'm just gonna skip. So yeah, Omega Sentinel is the last fight before I go to bed, and here I trigger my. Or here I get my pre-fight back. You know, it's a pretty simple Omega Sentinel fight. There's not much to worry about. There is quite a bit of chip damage. I've used a lot of potions this war, I'm not gonna lie. Kabam is actually out there to get me for all the potions that I've saved over the last 3, 4, 5 seasons, where I used Kingpin, and until this season I didn't even know I didn't even know potions existed. But yeah. Alright, so she goes down over here, and the next fight is actually the rank 4 Gallon on Conflictor using my Punisher 2099. I'm gonna once again link it down in the description and in the comment section. I definitely urge you guys to take a look at it. Really impressive fight, really awesome stuff that Punisher 2099 can do. Last fight over here, I just got this chunky old Rintrah. I think I pop an invul boost and I go in. I have my own pre-fight. I don't need to wait for someone else. I think the officer was telling me, or I think he didn't tag me. And anyways, I don't really have line notifications up. But I think he tagged me. He tagged me and said that wait for Magneto pre-fight. And sure, it's a good 15% extra attack, which could be helpful. But you know, the strategy that I'm using, I don't think I really need it. And basically the strategy is that you block his SP once until you're like down to 50, 60, 65% HP, and you knock him down by punishing his heavy attacks. And once you're down to 50-60% HP, you can just like play him normally. You can dex his SP once, because you would already ideally have like 25 or 30 smolders by then. So let's see how many smolders we actually get. Right now we're at 17. I think I go for SP3 as well, just so I could build a few more smolders. But yeah, let's see. So yeah, I get like 24 smolders there, and then at this point I was thinking, okay, you know, it might just be time to stop eating his SP1s, which I think I'm doing, and then you can just punish his SP1 by your heavy attack. I'm pretty sure I go for that SP3 at some point. Oh yeah, I think I'm probably just waiting to him to empty his power. Yeah, there you go. So guess I wasn't waiting for him to empty his power. But yeah, it's a pretty simple Rintrah fight with Torch. There's not really much going on. I've seen a lot of people rank 4 their Torch, and of course, given if I had a rank 4 Torch versus at Mojo, I wouldn't have died. But in circumstances where you're going up against the Mystic or energy dealing champion and you have a pre-fight, rank 3 Torch is going to be more than enough. Rank 4 Torch is amazing, but that's only amazing in Battlegrounds because their time matters. Because you get like 12-13% extra attack and HP, and that really makes a good amount of difference. Alright, so yeah, 40 charges is quite a lot. I think I go for SP1 over here just so I can knock him down. Yep. And that's ideally what the strat is supposed to be and should be. So yeah, guys, terrible war, had a bad day. Things are really good. I'm thankful to all of you who asked me about it. Had a bad war. I'm not gonna let this war push me down or let me down, stay me down, whatever. And just gonna look forward. Alright, catch you guys next time. See ya.